Hey everyone, today we're going to be checking out a mod called Kronos mod. It is a creative mode that runs in the background for the game. You actually don't have to change the game at all. Now, I do highly recommend before using any mods, especially in the early stages of the game and early stages of mods, always back up your game saves. That way you know everything is safe. The link for this mod will be down in the description, and you can check the top pinned comments. There may be changes. Like I said, this is early. Things change. If there's any updates or anything you need to know, it'll be in the top pinned comments. Using the link provided, go to Fixit Augmentation Database here and go to Kronos mod. It's real easy. It gives you a description of what it does right here. Tells you how to install it. You can even message at Kronos on their Discord if you have Discord. If you go over to versions, you can select the latest one, which is 0.3.1 beta. Go to download. Download that sucker to wherever you download your stuff. Open that container, and then you can extract the file here. Now, I use WinRAR. I'm not sure if you can open this with Windows, but if you can, go right ahead. If you can't, go ahead and get WinRAR. I'm not going to show you how to do that, but I can extract the files here. You can move them to any folder you want. Like, let's say you want to put them in the mods folder. I'm going to go ahead, do that. Move all three of those files into there, and then from there we have our mod installed. This is all you need to do. Next step is to actually launch your game. Do not launch this first. Now, assuming you've backed up your save games already, you can load this mod up in the main menu or while you're in the save. So I'm going to go ahead and actually load up my save first. I've actually made a modded one. I just did the basics at the first. We'll get that loaded up and then we'll load up the mod and I'll show you guys how it works. Okay, here we have it. So this is pretty much a brand new save. I really didn't want to work on my existing save quite yet. But now that we have this loaded up, you can actually go out, go to your folder where you have the mod stashed. And in this case, I just made a mods folder in my downloads file. Go to Kronos mod launcher right here. Double click on that and it'll actually load it up. Now you may be prompted to do this or you may be prompted to say yes or no. Do you want to launch? Yes, and it'll say DLL successfully injected. So you want to click OK on that. So now we can get out of there, go back into the game. And if you notice, right up in the corner, it's real tiny on my monitor at least. It says Kronos mod version 0.3.1, 140 frames per second. That will, if I were to play this, that wouldn't last very long. But now that we have the mod loaded, there's some options. I was messing around with it earlier, so the options are actually re-enabled again. But we'll come in here. I'm actually going to clean this up here a bit. So once you've clicked on OK on that, you'll see now in the upper corner, it's real tiny. It'll say there's a little small screen that says Kronos mod version 0. Whatever it is at the moment, and it'll actually show your frame rate, which is kind of nice too if you're into that. Now, how to access it is you press your escape menu to get to your regular menu. But if you look, you'll now have this menu up here and you'll have a ton of options. So we'll quickly expand those so you guys can kind of see what's going on here, the different type of stuff we can do. But the first options here under player is enable God mode and enable infinite jetpack. So we're going to go ahead and enable both of those. And underneath that is where you can set your multipliers. So let's say you want to walk at normal speed, you're going to go 1.0. But let's make ourselves a little bit faster. We're going to go at 5.0 and we're going to change our sprint speed to 10 times faster. Our swim speed, I really don't care at the moment. Jump doesn't matter. Now, our jetpack boost, you can also make your jetpack make you go flying too. So we're going to stick that at 5. And we'll check out the effects this has. So if you've already put this into a save, you probably already have your jetpack. But this actually brings us to the next thing we need to do. Items menu. So this is a menu you can actually give yourself anything you need with. So we need a jetpack. So I'm going to go ahead and search up jetpack. We're going to click on that. You can actually select how many you want, how many you don't want, and give item. There we go. So now I have a jetpack in my inventory. We can open that up, stick that on my body, and look at that. Day 1 jetpack. So now if we fly around, I'll actually have infinite jetpack. And you can notice because I set my jetpack boost, we can actually fly pretty high, pretty damn fast. And because I have God mode on, Not a damage. No damage at all. And as you can see, like, I have no fuel. You can fly around for as long as you want. And even my ground speed is actually fairly fast too. The Y walk speed is 5.0 and my sprint speed is 10. This is insane. So next menu we want to look at is actually the factory menu. You can disable build restrictions, which pretty much allows you to clip anything into anything. So if you have like a wall, you can't put walls because you have to like remove a bunch of stuff and then put it all back to build the wall system. You can actually temporarily click this on and be able to clip those walls in there real quick and be done with it. Now that one's kind of up to you if that's cheating or not. I personally wouldn't do it. I think just kind of learn your lesson. Don't do it again. I've learned it many times. I keep doing it. We also have enable instant dismantle. And this one here is one of my personal favorites. I actually may be tempted to use this when I go to disable or dismantle an entire factory because it's one of the quality of life things I think they've always needed in the game because, oh my God, it takes forever. You can also enable no cost so you can build stuff at no cost and enable no power so that it doesn't require power to operate. This is neat here too. You can actually change all of your belt speeds. So our Mark V belt speeds are 1560. Let's go ahead and set that to 10K. And this actually brings us to our next step before we can check this out. I gave myself some aluminum sheets. I went ahead and did that. But this is where you can change options for your tech. So you can enable instant research, which means you don't have to wait time periods in between. Enable instant crafting so you don't have to sit at the machine forever. And you can click unlock all tech, and we're actually going to go ahead and do that now. So we have access to everything. Okay, and here we go. Let's give ourselves a good launch. Actually, that is considerably faster. Wow, that would actually mush us right into that wall. Wow, that was real quick. Now I have to get back. Okay, and this brings us to our next one, which is actually kind of fun. This is one I really had a lot of fun messing around with. But if we come to our weapons here, I have a rifle in my hand. We have different options. We have enable infinite ammo, definitely have that on. Enable rapid fire, definitely have that on. And enable fast reload, which actually doesn't matter because you have infinite ammo. So you can change the damage of the weapon, and you can also change the mag size. This still doesn't matter because I have unlimited ammo. But this, you see it, you have quite a bit of firepower. So if you have your stats all jacked up, you can actually fly around. Oh no, all those big animals disappeared because everything came out. Let's go find something interesting. There we go. This is what I was looking for. So check it out. If you want to be an Apache attack helicopter, you can be an Apache attack helicopter. They're not very quick, but they do take a few bullets. Rapid fire. Not that much of an issue. And the second last thing we're going to take a quick look at is teleports. This one's real easy. You add a location. So we're at a location right here. And let's say we want to set our second teleport right here. We add another location. So there we go. We got location and location 1. So we're going to go to location, press the teleport button, and look at that. We're right back. Neato. Okay, and the last thing here, this is going to be real quick, is the ability to disable autosave. So if you got like a huge factory and you don't like those little blips every once in a while, you can do that. Autosave right now is 5 minutes. You can change that, I do believe, in the newest update, but you can here just disable a period and save yourself. And you can also enable your map and reveal your map too. So now that we've done that, if we go ahead and press the right button, as you can see, we'll hide menu. The entire map is revealed for you. So you've got everything unlocked. So those are the type of things you can do. Now, like I said, I would take real caution while doing this, especially on a good save if you plan on keeping playing on it. But if you kind of want to mess around, check out new things, maybe try out some new concepts without having to spend hours upon hours upon hours messing around with stuff, you could just come into creative save like this and mess around with it. So, like I said, you don't have to change anything, do anything, but I do recommend before you remove the mod or before you stop, go back to everything and reset it. So for your player, you want to just disable everything, set this all back down to 1, and make any changes. You don't have to, but I do recommend it. I noticed that my jetpack was still on, had no fuel, but I was able to use it, but not infinitely. it still ran out the bars. So things got a little weird when I didn't make those changes, but when I did and came back in, everything was back to normal. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope this helps you guys out, especially when you have the waits in between updates, because I know a lot of us are waiting on more update. So if you did, hit that like button, like to see more, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out. Have a good one. Fist poop.